Scientists are working their best to bring some of the extinct animals back to life, which sounds amazing, right? But some animals will affect mankind in the worst way if they are brought back. In this video, we'll talk about 10 top extinct animals that we shouldn't bring back to life. Number 10. The Megalodon. The largest shark to ever exist was called Megalodon. They vanished 2.6 million years ago. Scientists believe they may have reached a height of 60 feet, which is roughly 3 times longer than the longest great white shark ever discovered. Because of how large they are, people used to believe that Megalodon teeth they had discovered were dragon tongues before current science recognized them as an ancient type of shark. Others claimed they belonged to enormous serpents or even that they were moonrocks. Number 9. Phobarames patterson. Some scientists have even dubbed this enormous rat Ratzilla. Although technically it wasn't a rat, I bet you'd be scared by this if you're afraid of them. They could grow up to 9.8 feet long, and their tails alone were maybe 4.9 feet long. They were also quite heavy, frequently exceeding 1,500 pounds. Like other rodents, Ratzilla had large incisor teeth, but in this case, the teeth were about a foot long. Number 8. Titanoboa. Please turn away if you are snake phobic. This enormous snake was supposedly the biggest one to ever exist. Its name means Titanoboa. About 60 million years were spent on it. The largest ones had a length of up to 42 feet and weighed more than 2,500 pounds, which is more than a ton for a snake. They were able to grow to this size because the environment on Earth at the time was much warmer. Only smaller snakes could survive when the environment cooled over the following few million years, and snakes like the Titanoboa started to go extinct. Number 7. Dunkleosteus. This fish lived in the late Devonian era, about 370 million years ago. These creatures were large, reaching lengths of up to 30 feet and weighing more than a ton. Their bite is what makes them the most terrifying. This fish had a bite force of about 6,000 newtons, which may not seem significant until you realize that it is nearly 4 times that of a polar bear. This fish could completely rip your arm off of you, down to the bone. Number 6. Megapiranha. The megapiranha has a rather apparent scientific name, in contrast to many other species on this list. 10 million years ago, a massive piranha fish inhabited the area. They were about 3 feet long and, unlike current piranhas, had 2 distinct rows of teeth instead of just one. Although scientists are unsure of their exact biting force, some estimates put it as high as 4,749 newtons. If true, they would bite more than twice as hard as a hippo. Number 5. Gigantopithecus. This creature is very similar to what we would refer to as Bigfoot. It was the biggest ape on Earth and lived in Asia for 9 million to 100,000 years. They were probably vegetarians and were around 10 feet tall. It's believed that gorillas and chimpanzees walk on all fours, therefore when I say stand, I mean to stand as they do. Some experts do believe they walked on 2 legs like humans, though. Number 4. Helicoprion. This shark-like animal existed some 290 million years ago in the early Permian period. The Helicoprion is renowned for its spirally arranged clusters of teeth known as tooth whorls. This bizarre collection of teeth would have reached 24 inches in length, making it the most bizarre creature on the list so far. Number 3. The Shortfaced Bear. These are known by their scientific name, Arctodus. They initially show up in fossil records 1.8 million years ago and continued to exist until only 11,000 years ago. So, for us modern people, it was a fairly near call. The heaviest discovered species was 2,110 pounds. On their hind legs, they could reach heights of up to 12 feet, which is roughly twice the height of a male human. They have an additional 14 feet of vertical arm reach. Number 2. Meganora. Aren't dragonflies pretty? You can find these fairly cool-looking critters flying around ponds and rivers. Although they can be a little frightening if they land on you, at least they are little compared to Meganora. About 300 million years ago, during the Carboniferous epoch, this enormous dragonfly was alive. This creature, which could spread its wings up to 30 inches, was about the size of a 6-month-old newborn. Number 1. Deinosuchus. The ancestor of the present alligator, who lived between 80 and 73 million years ago, is now extinct. That indicates that it coexisted with dinosaurs like the T-Rex at one point in time. In fact, it's believed that these two engaged in combat. They may have weighed up to 5 tons and reached lengths of up to 33 feet. It appears that this large alligator was more than a match for the T-Rex. That's it for today. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let us know which animal you found most terrifying.